With reports of a split looming for one of America's most high-profile couples, big surprise, we can't help but wonder, is Kanye West still a billionaire without Kim Kardashian? Most of the money the couple has made comes from their own separate business ventures, and they likely have a pretty good prenup. But things get more complicated when it comes to their shared real estate and luxury indulgences like art and vehicles, including their $60 million Calabasas mansion. Here's a breakdown of what the couple owns and how Kanye might have a lot less cash without Kim. Somehow, we think he'll survive. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are probably the closest thing we have to American royalty. I can't say that without laughing. Sure, not everybody loves them, but there's no denying that they've built a pretty huge empire with their own careers, and especially through their prominent marriage. While Kim is arguably the most famous of the two, or at least the one who appears in the tabloids more frequently, Kanye West is actually worth more. As of 2020, his net worth is estimated to be about $1.26 billion, but most of his net worth is tied up in his apparel company. Yeezy alone is worth $1.26 billion, and Kanye owns 100% of the company. The shoes all cost upwards of $200 a pair and brought in $1.3 billion in 2019. West collects about 11% of that annual revenue, but the company's value is bound to Adidas, which manufactures, distributes, and markets the apparel. Because of the undeniable success of his company, Kanye West actually values himself at way more than $1 billion. His self-appraisal is actually $3.3 billion, but this generous net worth is based on the idea that the business is up to his whims. However, taking Yeezy away from Adidas would be hard, if not contractually impossible, which means his business may be stuck where it is for some time. Kanye's statement of assets, given to Forbes in 2020, also lists $17 million in cash and $35 million in stocks. The biggest items on the list are $81 million in real estate and renovations, as well as $21 million in land. The only concern with these things is that Kim Kardashian may also be part owner of these assets, and reportedly even owns the land Kanye's most expensive mansion sits on. Though we'll go deeper into that a little bit later. Forbes estimates that West owns about $125 million in assets outside of Yeezy, but there's also debt to consider. Between mortgages, advances, and various other liabilities, Kanye's debt adds up to about $100 million. Rich people problems. Kanye also sunk a lot of his own money into his 2020 presidential campaign. Whoopsie daisies. Wait, listen to this. West used $6.8 million of his own money to cover expenses and received a total of just $11,000 in outside contributions. The vast majority of West's funds have gone toward hiring consultants and Republican operatives, like the $1.3 million he gave to Atlas Strategy Group to help the rapper get on the presidential ballot in various states. So it's clear Kanye has a few money problems, but he's still doing very well. However, Kim Kardashian might be doing just a little bit better. Kim Kardashian's net worth actually went up in 2020 and is now estimated to be about $900 million. While she might have less than her husband, her fortune is more liquid and less dependent on trends and consumers. Just a single post on her Instagram page can make her up to $1 million, and we're not over-exaggerating. While she claims to make between $300,000 and $500,000 for most posts, there have been reports of her brands paying her $1 million for posting sponsored content. Kim also has a successful beauty brand, KKW Beauty. Forbes estimated in October 2020 that her 72% stake in her cosmetics company is worth about $500 million. But by the end of 2020, the brand may be worth as much as $1 billion. She even sold 20% of KKW Beauty to cosmetics giant Coty for $200 million in cash in 2020. Kim Kardashian's other streams of revenue and assets are estimated to be worth around $250 million. These come from 13 years of starring on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, her mobile app Kim Kardashian Hollywood, and tons of modeling and endorsement gigs. Kim and Kanye have been following their own pursuits during their marriage, but the most luxurious things they own have been bought together. The most glamorous of their joint assets is a $60 million Calabasas mansion. The home was once owned by Lisa Marie Presley and was purchased by the couple in 2014 for $20 million. They spent 3 years and another $20 million on renovating it, and it's expected to be worth at least $20 million more than what they spent on it. The home includes things like a $600,000 Jean Rayer polar bear couch and a $32,000 sink. One of the biggest obstacles to an amicable split would be figuring out who exactly gets the home and all its prized furniture and art. This becomes even more complicated when you consider that multiple reports state that Kim owns the land and the adjoining lots, which she bought for $2.7 million and $2.975 million, but that Kanye is the sole owner of the house itself. It could end up that Kim will have to purchase the house from Kanye, or that he may have to pay her land rights. Either way, it's not my problem, so it's fun just talking about it. The pair also owns 2 Wyoming ranches that cost nearly $14 million each and cover almost 10,000 acres between the two of them. They also own $300,000 worth of livestock that's kept at these ranches, including horses. According to those documents Kanye sent Forbes in 2020, there's also $3.2 million in jewelry, nearly $4 million in vehicles, and $5 million in art that could be co-owned by the couple. Though when you consider these luxury goods as part of the bigger picture, they make up less than 5% of their collective assets. Although a split may be looming, the couple is still spending money on glamorous gifts. Kanye reportedly gifted Kim 5 2021 Maybachs for Christmas worth a total of $1 million. So if a divorce is looming, what could Kanye stand to lose? Well, it's likely he'll lose the LA mansion, because that's where his kids are growing up and it seems to be what Kim wants the most. Since it's reported he owns the house, he might receive money from Kim for half of what it's worth, or maybe even more depending on their prenup agreement. Kanye won't be left without a luxury home though. He will likely get to keep the Wyoming ranches worth $28 million together if Kim does get to keep the LA mansion. He also plans to develop a Yeezy campus on the property, which means that the property's worth would likely increase and he would have a brand new headquarters from which to operate his growing apparel company. If he keeps the ranch, he'll also probably keep or sell the $300,000 worth of livestock. But with his $100 million worth of debts and the estimated $9 million the election might have cost him, including fees he still owes, a divorce definitely wouldn't be in Kanye's best financial interest. Considering his $125 million of assets and what he owes, it's possible that Kanye will be working with less than $100 million if the couple does divorce. This doesn't include the money tied up in his Yeezy brand, which will still be worth over $1 billion. However, what Kanye will lose the most is liquid cash and the security of having a wealthy partner. While Kim Kardashian can constantly secure million-dollar deals with her reality and social star media fame, Kanye's career is a bit turbulent. His shoes must keep being popular for him to keep his billion-dollar net worth, because even if he releases more popular albums, he's likely to make a lot less than he's used to making with his business. His music career so far is estimated to be worth $90 million. That's not bad. We've also got to consider the trendiness and free marketing that comes with being part of the Kardashian family. We know that Instagram and social media is a huge factor in creating demand for products, especially the Yeezy brand, which is often repped by the Kardashian-Jenner clan, both in their posts and when they're out and about. Combined, the whole family has more than 600 million followers on Instagram, so losing that stream of marketing could potentially affect Yeezy's profits. But we're sure Kanye will come up with a way to increase his marketing potential if he does lose all that free press. There's no denying Yeezy is a moneymaker, and the popularity of his designs can speak for themselves. Life and finances will definitely be different if he's no longer keeping up with the Kardashians, but we can't imagine Kanye declaring bankruptcy anytime soon, as long as Yeezy's still going strong. The assets Kanye may want to keep are the Wyoming ranches where he plans to create the Yeezy headquarters, because they would save him $15 million in taxes. Hey, don't forget to hit that like button while you're here and subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for watching.